Uh, Welcome back to the Full Court Trap Podcast. We got a special episode with my man Fats over here.
Yes,
It's the
sir.
NBA playoffs coming up. Very excited for this. How you doing, my man?
I'm great, man. I'm great. I'm excited to be back on the pod to talk the best part of basketball all season. This is what we've been waiting for. You feel me? So it's going to be really exciting. I'm really excited for the playoffs. Anything can happen, and there's a lot of good matchups. So we back on it, and yeah.
Yeah, man. And so this is gonna be a special episode. We're gonna just go through our picks, and we'll see if we have similar or maybe completely different picks. So,
Yes, sir.
I guess we'll start it. We'll just start with the 10-9 matchup in the East. Bulls, Hawks. Who do you got?
Bro, that's a crazy one. I don't know. Because DeMar is playing nice again. I'm not going to lie. Like, for the Bulls, like, they were competitive in a lot of games. They're low-key better without Zach LaVine.
Definitely. Agree with that.
They're, like, and I've been said that because they have Kobe White anyway. So if Kobe White's coming off the bench, like, that's not good. Like, you might as well just get rid of LaVine, get whatever you can. It'll be better for LaVine, too. But, Vooch is nice on offense, terrible on defense. And the Hawks, Trae Young is back. The Hawks are so, like, scary because they can win one game easily. I'm scared for like the 8th seed, whoever has to verse one of these two, because they can easily win it. I'm not gonna lie, they put up a lot of points, both these teams. They haven't figured out with Trae back. DeJounte's going crazy, but in this, in Chicago, I'm gonna take the Hawks. I don't know. Fuck it.
I agree. So my thing with the Hawks is with DeJounte, I don't think it's necessarily a matter of Trae being bad, DeJounte being bad. I think the issue is they can't play very well together. But at the same time, because they're so ball dominant, but at the same time, Trae has been so clutch in the playoffs. If you look at even last
2 games versus Celtics. Two. Yeah. I always say that in my reactions, bro. I always say that when I'm defending Trae. But go ahead. Yeah.
It's like the Bulls could show up and make
they could win easily.
The Bulls have won a lot of games they shouldn't have, frankly, this year. They've also lost a lot of games they shouldn't have, but ultimately, and I know DeMar DeRozan is your boy, but he's got to show me something in the playoffs because it's like it feels like every single time I want him to do well, he just lets me down.
But he doesn't have to help.
That's true. That is true.
At least right now.
Yeah. Kobe, like you said though, Kobe White is great. I'd love to see Kobe White make a little run in the play. And
Kobe White is nice as heck. He's a bucket.
Yeah, he's been great this year. But I just trust playoff Trae above anything. But it's probably gonna be a high scoring game. I'm taking the Hawks.
Yeah, I mean the high scoring games are for sure crazy. Especially with the Hawks. The Hawks for some reason, I mean they just got smoked by the Pacers, but I don't know, Trae. They can win one game easily. That's scary. They beat the Heat last year in the play-in. You feel me? So yeah, for sure.
157 or 115. They lost that game. That was crazy.
Yeah. So. So what's the next matchup?
So then we got 76ers Heat in Philly, right? It's in Philly, yeah.
I don't know why everyone is saying that the 76ers are going to win this game. Like, I watched Bears Take and Undisputed today, and they were saying, like, how it's going to be Knicks versus Sixers and shit. Like, they weren't even mentioning the Heat in one of the segments. And I was like, I don't know, because, well, and B, it's hard to say, because Heat have been trash, but I don't know, one game, I think it's more because I want to see the Knicks versus Heat, because I know that the Knicks will beat the 76ers. I like that the Knicks will probably beat the Sixers. The Heat is different. Like, I don't know if the Knicks are going to be able to beat the Heat. So, it's hard to say, man. Embiid healthy, Jimmy. Is playoff Jimmy going to come? Now they had Tyler Hero. It's so different now for the Heat. And then, even with the Sixers, you have Maxey and Philly. I'm gonna go with the Heat, bro. It's hard to say. Like these are tough, man.
Wow, we both are picking upsets here because I'm taking the Heat also. I think I don't know, man. I just
and the thing is that gotta be the
one game.
It gotta be, bro. Like there's no. I don't know.
I know that everyone thinks Celtics Heat is a more exciting matchup, but honestly, I'm more excited for Knicks Heat Celtics 76ers. I think that would be fire. But now
they're both good series. That's why it's so crazy. Like,
yeah. No, I think both will be great. I mean, if you look at the 76ers last year, they were worse last year, and they were a few minutes away from beating the Celtics. Celtics had a complete meltdown. Tatum had a complete meltdown in Game 6, but then he showed up at the end and hit a couple threes to save that game, and then they blew him out Game 7. And people will say Harden dropped 240 balls in that series, but Harden, that team just never worked. Maxey's playing better as a second option than Harden ever did. He could drop 2 natural 40 balls that aren't like, random games.
Mm-hmm.
I think that him and Embiid, even on Harden's best day, they just work better together, Maxey and Embiid, than Harden
Yeah,
and Embiid
some
did.
beats health, bro. That's all
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
all it is. I mean, I think the 76ers could be anybody if Embiid's healthy and locked in, but I'm taking the Heat for this game. I just have a feeling about the Heat. I don't know what it is, but I just have a feeling the Heat are going to win this one. I
I
really want to see Knicks Heat. I think Knicks Heat would
I
be a
think the
battle.
Heat were
So.
the one team that no one wants to see, so like it would be tough
Yeah.
for the next, like at least in the first round. Like that would have been like there was so many other teams. Like there was the for me, the Pacers and
The Pacers
Magic.
are the team you
The
want.
Pacers and Magic were like the two teams out of the top
Well,
8 that I would want.
As a Cavs fan, I really wanted the Pacers, and no disrespect to them, but
Nah,
that team cannot.
they might win. They might win. Like we're gonna talk about it.
Well, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
That I mean,
we'll we'll save it.
Yeah, we'll save that. We'll save that. But either way, I think Knicks Heat. Well, we'll talk about it. So that'll be a great series. But then on to Philadelphia, Chicago. Who you got?
Yeah, Atlanta, right?
Oh, yeah, my bad. Philadelphia, Atlanta.
Or yeah, whichever. Wow, the Hawks fucking beat him in the playoffs that one time. It'd be dumb funny. Bro, I'm gonna take the 76ers on the safe side, but like, don't be surprised, bro. I'm not even capping. Then don't be surprised if the Hawks get 2 games again against the Celtics in the first round or something like that. Like, I'm not even capping. But the 76ers, versus the Celtics will be a crazy first round matchup, which is what we're gonna talk about, considering that's what we have, I guess. Or we'll see what you say, but yeah. And then, but also the Heat would against the Heat versus Celtics would be crazy too at first round. So like, there's a lot on the line, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Sixers. But like I said, don't be surprised. Like that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm gonna be not gonna lie. I'm gonna be rooting for the Sixers heavy in this game because as a Cavs fan, if we get to the second round, I at least want the Celtics to have a battle first round. The issue with the Hawks is they just play no defense, and I think Philly has enough. I think that it should be an easy win for them, but the Hawks have won games in the postseason they're just not supposed to win before. So
they definitely have.
We'll see. But I'm gonna take Heat 7 seed, Philly 8 seed.
Damn.
So then on to the West, we got Warriors traveling or barely traveling to Sacramento for a.
You know what? I'm gonna say it nice and fast. I got the Warriors in that game.
Yeah. I got the Warriors,
fucking Warriors, man. Yeah. Like, I don't know. They've been the thing about the Kings is I like them. Sabonis' stats are crazy, right? Then you have Fox, who's good, but Monk is hurt. Herter's hurt, right? Monk being hurt is huge.
6th man of the year.
But the Kings have lost the games that they weren't supposed to lose this season. Like they lost to a lot of bad teams. I was watching them like all season, reacting, and I was just like, I never was like believing them because they just had some goofy losses. But in this like game, like it will be in Sacramento, but what Curry did to them last year, like I don't know, I don't think they can guard them, bro. Like one game, I just don't see it. I mean, it's possible. Like it's not like it's like because they did 7 last year, they're gonna stay competitive. It's gonna be a good one. Maybe I came out a little too fast and said it, but I still got the Warriors.
Yeah,
everyone's playing better on the Warriors too, by the way. But go ahead. I mainly talked about the Kings, but go ahead. Yeah,
I got the Warriors. I think the Warriors are playing really good basketball right now, and I think the Kings. It's just unfortunate with the injuries. I do think they have changes to make if they really want to be a competitive team. I think they have to improve defensively. Overall, I think Harrison Barnes just to me feels like kind of. I think he's a solid player, obviously, but for how much he's getting paid, you can move.
He wasn't solid until like right now. Like he was ass the last couple of years, but this year and like maybe a little last year. But other than that, Warriors was good, and then there was a big ass gap. He was trash, and now all of a sudden with Harrison Barnes. But go ahead.
Yeah, well, really, I think the 2016 finals messed him up mentally because he, he was so bad in that series. I think that. He's had a couple decent seasons here, but like I said, he's getting paid what 25 million a year.
But yeah.
So I think contracts like that. They got players obviously, and they can score. It's just
they're pretty good. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean the Western Conference is also just insane too.
Yeah.
That's just
for sure. But
fact of
more
the matter.
to the Warriors. I mean, Kuminga's playing great. Clay's starting to play better.
Curry's been
Even
crazy.
Chris Paul's been good, and like I really don't like Chris Paul like that. Like I don't know like him, but like
I like Chris Paul.
he's not high up on the list. You feel me? But he
Yeah.
played a little better for what he's doing, right? And then I don't know Curry, what he been doing, and then even Wiggins been playing a little better lately. So that's when you know when everyone's playing nice, like then if those guys play good, like if Curry gets help, they are tough to beat, bro.
Oh
Like
yeah.
they are tough to beat. So
They're gonna be. Well, we'll get to it, but who do you got? Lakers or Pelicans?
I think I'm gonna be quick with this one too, and it's like crazy because like I got the Lakers.
I got the Lakers too, and I'm gonna say Pelicans fans are the nicest people on earth. I feel so bad for them because it's like every year they get to this point of the season, they're looking good, and then they either get hurt, just fall apart, and
is Ingram
yeah,
playing?
What?
Is Ingram playing or not?
I have no idea.
That's all. That's the only because if Ingram plays, they'll have a better chance. The Pelicans have played good. For some reason, they haven't played too good against the Lakers. The thing is
really
for the Lakers, which
Lakers.
we're going to talk about crazy. Like this seven, like the Lakers are versing the Nuggets if they win. Bro. That's the I'm gonna say. This is all I'm gonna say. That's the only thing the Lakers can't beat in the West, probably. Like that's probably the only. So it's like what, and then it's like
they can't throw the game. Huh? They can't throw the game.
I don't think they should throw the game either. Like they shouldn't. Like you should have to like verse it, but like I think they're gonna get clipped. Like you feel me? You gotta do what you gotta do. You can't put it up to the one game because the Kings have obviously been really good against the Lakers, and so is the Warriors this season. So normally the LeBron has had pretty even with Curry, kind of. You know, obviously Curry has the more rings against him, but like that is what it is. But for the most part, so that would like they still have a good shot, but like you're definitely losing fucking the Nuggets, so I don't know. But I got the Lakers. I think they're going to win the game, and that's what you got to do. So
yep, I agree. So then we got Pelicans, Warriors in New Orleans.
And I'm gonna take the Pelicans, bro.
Taking the Pelicans, okay. Respect.
I'm gonna take the Pelicans, bro. Like it's not, and it's just so unfortunate because I feel like the Warriors should be in the playoffs, but that's just the way it is. Like right now, like I feel like because the Pelicans were that high all year, I don't think they're gonna miss the playoffs. But like they've been really good when they're healthy, so hopefully they can be healthy and like they could be anyone. So like I don't see them losing both games, bro. Like I don't see them losing both games. It's possible,
I respect that. I'm taking the Warriors. I think they're going.
I
don't know.
And then Warriors versus Thunder.
Warriors versus Thunder will be an interesting series.
Sheesh. I mean,
where do you want to start? The West or the East?
What happened?
You want to start in the West or the East?
It's up to you. Whatever you want, whatever you think.
I mean, I feel like we're already talking about this Thunder versus Warriors and Pelicans series. So
yeah, I'm down. Well, if the Thunder versus the Pelicans,
yeah.
Well, basically we have to figure out who's gonna win, the Pelicans or the Warriors, because like you have Herb Jones, Zion, who else? Valanciunas, and it's
Trey Murphy. I really like Trey Murphy.
Oh my God, Murphy's crazy.
Yeah,
Murphy's crazy. But it's really fucking all depends on Ingram. Ingram's health. Like if he's gonna play now, we really don't know. I thought it was gonna be 2 weeks. I think it's been like 2 weeks, but he still hasn't played. And then,
and how good is he gonna be when he first gets back too? Yeah.
So for the sake of argument, we'll say that the Warriors are gonna advance, right? And then
you got the Warriors too.
Nah, I picked the Pelicans, but I'm saying for like the bracket that we're gonna do, like
you take the Pelicans for your bracket. I'll take.
Oh yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yes.
But if it's a Warriors, then they can definitely beat the Thunder, right? They can beat the Thunder, but like, there's also a chance the Thunder might beat them too, bro. Like, cause I feel like who guarding Shea gonna eat on the Warriors. Like Shea would have a tougher time with the Pelicans than the Warriors, in my opinion, because the Pelicans have the better like Herb Jones and better guard defenders.
That is a good point.
I think Shea going, and then Shea, I don't know, Shea's going to outperform Draymond in my opinion. So then you have Jalen Williams and Kuminga. I mean, it's going to be
a good matchup.
Curry's going to go off. Shea's a great defender, but Curry will still go off. Like he'll have to. Depends if Clay's going to play nice. And then I guess there's no one else.
I trust Clay for the playoffs. Wiggins will be good.
I think Kajeski too.
I like Looney for playoff series too. I think for that series I'll go Thunder in 7. I think Warriors taking 7, but Thunder pull it out.
Thunder in 7 against the Warriors.
Hmm.
Sheesh. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, I'm gonna take the Thunder
that'd be a
too.
great
I'm
series.
gonna take the Thunder too. I believe in SGA, and I don't know if we're gonna talk about it after we do but I had said it in my videos earlier today. I did a award prediction video. SGA is my MVP. Like, he's my MVP. Like, this was the
Lucas winner.
hardest. Luka, damn, I can't believe a lot of people look like I don't know because SGA fucking. I feel like SGA has less.
SGA is number two for
Luka
me.
has Kyrie, and Jokic has Murray. Like I feel like SGA, like he has rising stars, right? And then the other two have two bona fide stars. So like, or one bona fide star each. The other like, and then what he did with like the points per game and like the I don't know. He got it for me, but we'll see.
Yeah,
And Jokic's
no,
probably gonna get it though. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, it's probably gonna be Jokic. I actually said Shea up until like a week ago or two.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Bro, the
Whenever
man's
it was,
Clippers season series.
but
Don't even get me. I mean, we
yeah,
can do that next, but
that's gonna be fun.
I just
But I said if Luca gets a top 6 seed, he's my MVP. My whole thing was they weren't winning, so I couldn't give it to him despite his crazy numbers. But I mean, they were on an insane pace at the end of the year, the Mavericks. So I'm giving it to Luca.
damn.
But Shea's
I think
had an
he's gonna come
amazing
in
season
third.
too.
Honestly, I think he
Yeah,
might. Luca. I mean, that's a good case for Luca though. Like, but it's
yeah.
just like that's what it like seemed like at least. But who knows? I
Because
don't
they
know.
were on what? Like they went like what? At one point
Yeah,
they
they
won.
won a lot of games in a row for like I
Yeah,
think like a good amount of time or like two separate amount of time they won like 9 or 10 like it was something like
yeah.
that. But they definitely they weren't they had no business getting the 5 seed and they did so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So you got or Thunder over Pelicans.
I got Thunder over Pelicans or Warriors. Or
And how many
Thunder.
games?
I forgot about the Thunder. I forgot about Thunder versus Pelicans. I mean, Ingram. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's gonna be a good one too. I'm telling you, Pelicans can hang. SGA will eat. I mean, still even with the good defenders like I mentioned, but that's gonna be a good because I really like. I really think Zion's really that nice. Like when they're healthy and like he can like lead the. He can be the best player on the team, bro. Like, but I'll say the Thunder. I'll say the Thunder will pull it out for
How
sure.
many games?
I think it'll go like 7, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
7. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
I think both
Pelicans,
series,
if they
Warriors
get
and
healthy,
Pelicans, will
yeah,
probably be like will be 7. No cap.
yeah. I think for the Warriors, I that is a good point on who's guarding SGA. I do think the thing with the Thunder is they are inexperienced. The Warriors have the experience, which we've seen in the past is a very big thing. But
True,
I do think the
true.
Thunder are a better basketball team.
The Thunder have no
Oh,
pressure. People are saying that. I mean, no one was taking the Thunder seriously until now, but like until
yeah,
this season, and they probably don't have pressure. I would say maybe a
no,
little now, but like this is the most pressure they ever faced, honestly. But it's like they haven't faced any pressure. They're like, kind of like kids. You feel me? So
yeah.
normally they play better like that for some reason. But
Yeah, I think Thunder Warriors would go something like Kings Warriors last year, except the Thunder pulled it out this time. I think it would be a pretty similar series to that, though, in
gotcha.
terms of. I think Thunder win the first two, Warriors come back, win
Yeah, I mean the Warriors.
couple, yeah,
I mean the
type of
Warriors
thing.
can win any series. Though it's tough to not pick the Warriors because they fucking even though like I'm not for the playoffs, but they made um made the second round last year and won the finals year before. So it's like
Yeah,
it's not like they recently haven't done it. You feel me? It's not
yeah.
like
No, I mean,
it's not like we're still not hanging on to like some like because everyone's saying it's over for, but it's like the recent stat. Like we'll see what they do this year, but up until right this second, like
and
still.
it's not like they've had a bad season either. It's just the West is insane. They won what
Yeah,
44,
well, the thing
45
for
games.
they're so bad at home. I don't understand, which is why
Yeah,
I thought they benefited from getting the 10th
well,
seed. Because I thought if the Lakers went to the Warriors, if the Dave wasn't playing and the Lakers went to the Warriors, I thought the Lakers would win it. But if Warriors went to Lakers, I think the Warriors would have won that shit.
I think the
I want to see that
Warriors.
shit. I want to see that shit for the 8th seed really bad
Yeah,
too. That's the thing. Like I do want to see that shit, but I don't think that's gonna happen,
no.
unfortunately.
Warriors, them losing Oracle sucked too. Like Oracle is one of the
Yeah, I
craziest home
don't.
crowds.
Man,
I
that's
don't
probably
understand.
why. That's probably why.
I
Like,
I don't understand.
yeah.
All right, so we got Thunder and 7. So moving on to Nuggets versus Lakers part 2, or yep, part
Yeah.
3 actually, part 3.
I got the Nuggets winning that series. The Lakers have played so much better. You gotta give them credit. LeBron's going crazy. Obviously, I'm a Liddy. I don't mess with Liddy, but like I'm a hater. But like they have been playing insane. AD deserves the credit for the games he played this year. I won't lie. D'Lo's low-key been cold lately, and I've been trying. But like
I'm a hater on D'Lo.
I'm a
He
hater.
has been going crazy.
He has been going crazy. Will Reeves has. Darvin. I gotta give credit to Darvin Ham because he finally found the right starting lineup of Rui, AR, D'Lo.
Rui's gonna be the X factor.
Rui's nice.
If they want to go far, Rui's gonna have to be huge.
I gotta give him credit.
Against the Nuggets, he's gonna have to go crazy.
Well, they have such a short rotation. Like other than those five, it's like Prince gets some minutes. Who else? Jackson Hayes sometimes.
Yeah,
and like,
Christian Wood's not getting minutes anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, I think he's injured. I don't even know, but they don't have Vandal. But like, I don't know.
Who's even playing backup point guard for them right now?
Vincent. Gabe Vincent, right?
Yeah, Vincent. Right, Vincent's back. Yeah, okay.
Like that, but yeah, he barely gets any minutes. But like, I just don't think I think the Lakers can literally beat any team other than the Nuggets. I think it's clipped, bro. The Nuggets always clip them. It's not the games are close and then they just win anyway in the final minutes. As good as AD's been, I don't think he can do it with Jokic. Like, I just don't, I don't, and then they have Murray. Bro, the Nuggets be hitting crazy shots against the Lakers, bro. They be going like this, and this should be going in, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? It's crazy the Nuggets lost to the Spurs that one game. Wemby, the rookie of the year. Wemby's different, way better than I thought be.
That was insane. That game was...
Yeah, we ain't talking about the end of the regular season
that game was
not as much, but, I wanted to say goodbye to all the teams, my Raptors, Wemby was fun to watch.
That Rockets team
was close. There's some teams, so goodbye to those teams. Got final reactions out of them. But yeah, man.
Your Raptors might get the number 1 pick this year. You never know.
But we're cooked, bro. I have lost faith, but I'm gonna stay on my side for this one.
Yeah.
Even though it's tough, I'm a Raptors fan at first, but how much I like other players diminishes it. You feel me? I fucking love them, but for sure, that's still gonna stay my number 1. Just like the Giants in football. I ain't gonna switch up on that.
Yeah.
But did switch up on the Knicks though. I won't lie. To go to the Raptors. I won't lie. I'll take the chip. But yeah.
Funny.
So, but I just MPJ has been great this season. I'm finally happy he's preferred. Then Aaron Gordon, then the Jokic, then KCP. Bro, Peyton Watson off the bench be fucking dunking and blocking shit.
Bron's been pretty good when they've given him minutes too.
Yeah, Christian Brown, he be going up tough. I'm not gonna lie, he's athletic with it. And then I don't know, I just don't think the Lakers can. It's not gonna be enough.
How many games will you give it?
4, fuck it.
Wow,
get him out of here, bro. Not against the Nuggets. Again, I'm going with Yoki, just handling business, bro. Best player in the world. It's tough. It's tough.
I think the Lakers get 2 games this time. I think
that's what some people are saying, but
the Nuggets luck in that series last year. Listen, the Nuggets deserve to win that series, but there's no way in hell that should have been a sweep.
Well, they swept them in the regular season too, right? They haven't beat them in a while.
Yeah, but every single game in that series
was close in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was a 1-point game, and then Jokic hit an off-balance fadeaway 3. It's how many times can you replicate that, But, I mean, he has done it this year, too, so...
It's hard to say. I mean, Murray's healthy, right? As long as...
Yeah. I think the Lakers take 2 this time, though. Lakers playing good basketball.
They are playing better basketball. I remember when we were talking about them, we were talking about them missing the playoffs when we did the first episode. So they kind of did the same thing as they did last year. We'll see what they do.
We'll
see what they do in the play-in, man. We're talking about a big if right now, but it's such an interesting if. So, but
now onto a series I'm very excited about. Timberwolves Suns. Who do you got in that series?
I got the T-Wolves.
Yeah, T-Wolves. How many games?
I'll say 6.
6. All right. I got Suns in 6.
Wow.
I think the Timberwolves' biggest nightmare is these teams that play fast, can space the floor with everybody, score.
You're kind of cooking because
I think the Kings would have been a nightmare matchup for the Timberwolves. I think the Suns are the absolute nightmare matchup for the Timberwolves because they got everybody on that team can score, everybody can shoot, and three of the top 15, 20 big men in basketball. I mean, obviously 2 of the top 10, and then you got Naz Reid, who's insane too. But they're not.
Is my 6th man of the year, even over Monk, and I love Monk, and I thought he was supposed to, but I'm gonna take Naz.
Respect. No, he's crazy, but you know, the problems Gobert-led defenses has always
talk about
been
it. I have to give credit. I've been watching
teams who shoot.
Bro. I've killed Gobert, but I've been watching him this year, and he's been better. But like, I know how ass he is. Like that's the problem.
He's defensive player of the year, but
bro,
this is the worst
matchup. Wemby should be the defensive player of the year this year. Fuck that shit. Wemby is my decoy, bro. Like, how is he not decoy, bro?
That's fair. Now the amount
they're gonna give it to Gobert, and it should be easily Wemby, bro.
I mean, Wemby's gonna win like the next 5, so
he better, bro. He better, bro.
I mean, but yeah, I think the Suns are the worst nightmare for the Timberwolves. So I'm taking Suns in 6.
I got the T-Wolves, bro, because so for me, the Suns, I don't think they're like mentally there, bro. Like
that's fair,
bro. Like I don't even like. They've been so shaky all season. Beal's been playing better lately, but like I feel like they don't have like I think the T-Wolves are just mentally like a better basketball team than them. Like I feel like they can like not gonna be able to guard. The T-Wolves got to have the mentality to just go at them every time and score. Because if the T-Wolves do that with their size against them, it's quick. Because who's guarding A-Man? Who's guarding Cat? Who's guarding Gobert? I mean,
I think Nurkic is trash. I think
Nurkic is pretty trash. He gets bored, but he barely plays. That's why they had Grayson Allen, but like it's kind of like small against big. Like obviously, who else is on? They have Nas Reed, crazy. Mike Conley, McDaniels, but I don't think Booker and KD still like know how to like play. Like they were so bad in so many fourth quarters this year. They got. Terrible. I mean, they somehow avoided the play-in. Like somehow, somewhere. I don't know how they did that, but like. I feel like the Suns the only team they could like beat, which is kind of weird, is like the Nuggets. Like I thought everyone else they would lose to, like, but they do good against the Nuggets for some reason, at least this year. But I just feel like Ant-Man's gonna be enough. Cat is back. I feel like I don't know. I just can't see the Suns. I don't think KD has enough. They score, but I don't know. I don't think they're gonna have enough. I don't know.
Listen, I've been a hater of the Suns team, but I don't know. I just feel like these teams that can space the floor and score. I think this is the Timberwolves' worst nightmare in terms of a matchup. Obviously, the Suns aren't the greatest defensive team in the world, but I don't know. I just have a feeling the Suns are winning the series in 6.
So. Man. So yeah.
So now we're on to what I think is gonna be the best series of the playoffs: Clippers Mavericks.
I don't even know if it's gonna be the best. It might be over quick for the Clippers, but I'm taking the Clippers. No kizzy. No kizzy. Only because taking the Clippers is just like no one's gonna take the Clippers, and like they just have no proof that they're gonna win.
Nobody's taking the Clippers.
I mean, some people are for sure, but like I feel like more people than not, especially that time. Because the thing is, Luka always destroys them, right? But he's lost.
Kawhi always destroys the Mavs.
I know, but I don't know.
They're saying Kawhi's knees swelling up.
I know. I don't understand, bro. It's so bad.
It makes me so sad, man. I hate seeing Kawhi hurt.
But the thing is, bro, he's the only one that has a chance to beat them. But I have no faith in Paul George, fucking James Harden, or James. Paul George.
But since Russ got back, they've been playing a lot better.
Nah, for sure. Russ
has helped a lot. Yeah. I think Russ should be starting, if I'm being honest, over Harden.
That might work.
That lineup with the last 2 years, that lineup with Russ, PG, and Kawhi has been dominant.
Nah, for sure.
And I think Harden can turn it up. He's played like trash down the stretch this season, which is the one thing that really concerns me for the Clippers. I think if Harden steps up, they're going to be fine. I think they win the series if Harden plays well.
That's crazy. But also, Luka's never had Kyrie against them. Like it's kind of completely
Luka and Kyrie
and his whole cast with Gafford and Washington. Gafford and Washington was amazing pickups.
Lively is awesome, man.
Lively, they have him too.
Yeah. My prediction is
go ahead.
Who was it? Who was I thinking was gonna get into a fight with Oh yeah, I think Gafford and Plumlee get into a fight this playoffs.
Don't even still get minutes?
Prediction. Yeah. All right, is he?
I don't know. But
he might.
Yeah, I mean that's a fire prediction.
I got Clippers in 7. I think
Clippers in 7. I mean, I have the Clippers too. I'm based on like if Kawhi's healthy. If Kawhi's healthy.
Yeah, this is all based on if Kawhi is healthy.
Now I have the Clippers too because like they won before. Kawhi always showed them. It's just that Kawhi got to get the help, bro. Like, he can't do it by himself.
But with Russ this whole season, that team has been great. It's when Russ went out
Yeah,
that
and just
they played poor.
Paul George be like goofy to me. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, sometimes he plays like.
And PG in the playoffs concerns me because he has
No,
not
he
really.
concerns me bad,
Since,
bro. Like, he's been
I
goofy.
mean, you really think about it. Since Indiana, has he really put together a good playoffs? I mean,
Yeah.
besides
The one year,
2021,
yeah,
when he almost led them to the finals.
yeah,
But
yeah.
other than that, I mean, he hasn't. He's had. I mean, it's like Jay-Z on Takeover saying Nas had one good album in 10 years. It's like PG had one good playoff run in 10 years.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
bro.
Like,
It's bad, man. So
yeah,
it's hard to trust them, yet still picking them because that's really how talented they are. You feel me?
they're
Like,
special, man. That team, and
I'm,
I think that the only thing stopping that team from winning it all is themselves, which I think there's a decent chance they will stop themselves. But I think that team, if they play the way they can play, can win the championship.
yeah, I mean that's what you would have to think. If some bullshit always happens, so it's scary. It's a scary matchup versus the Mavs, but
Yeah, no,
just
it's crazy,
just
crazy
for
first
you know
round.
how I think that it's hard to say, but I think that they can do it.
I think the Clippers pull it out, but that Mavericks team is really, really good, man. That team is really good. I mean, Luka and Kyrie is one of the scariest backcourts I've ever seen. Period. Like
Nah,
that,
that's what I'm saying. Like it's
because
like
Kyrie off ball is just so insane. Like Kyrie, one of the best off ball guards.
yeah, I think Curry's the
ever.
best off ball ever, and then
Yeah.
and Kyrie, like they're both like Kyrie and Curry are just like up there and everything.
They're
Like
insane,
they're you feel me?
I mean,
So,
Kyrie might be the best second option ever because he can't be Kyrie's shown that he
yeah.
can't be a first option. But in terms of second options, I can't think of too
Yeah,
many
for sure.
better second
sure.
options ever.
Yeah, he's up there for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the Clippers will get it done. But yeah.
I think so too. All right, so now we go on to the East.
Yes, sir.
We got Celtics 76ers round one, which is a crazy first round. I mean, you think about it, really, 76ers probably would have been the 2 seed if they stayed healthy this whole year.
Yeah.
And they only finished, 3 games back of the Knicks?
Yeah, they got my boy Kyle Lowry and Nick Nurse. They're all wrapped it out over there.
And Buddy Hield being there is scary too.
I don't understand the Pacers for that.
That made zero sense.
That made zero
sense.
And then
Hield is so nice, man.
Yeah, no, he's very good. And then Melton just got back too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
that team is
they have
deep.
Harris, Batum's always in the fourth quarter. It's crazy, bro. and then but
dude, when it comes to Nick, sorry.
No, you're good.
When it comes to Nick Batum, all I can ever think of, I don't remember what year it was. I remember it was like 2012, 2013. Cavs were playing them. It's during the first or second Kyrie season. And the Cavs were about to finally win a game that season. And Batum just hits this like fading out of bounds streak with like 0.1 seconds left.
Bro, I went to the next game where Batum hit the fourth quarter, going to overtime last year.
Right. I remember it's the Clippers, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And the only thing I think of is the rapper when he's like fourth quarter. Why the fuck Batum in that song? Is the rapper he freestyled it, and then Batum, but saying that he's like crypto. I got my tool in because he's in crypto. Fourth quarter screaming, "Why the fuck Batum in?" When he was on the Clippers and what you call it, but he's kind of nice in the fourth quarter. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's clutch, man. That shot never looks like it should go in. The way he holds it, like right here, just kind of throws
it's funny as hell, bro.
It's such a weird release, but it goes in.
But with that being said, I got the brooms out. I got the Celtics, bro.
Wow.
The 76ers ain't beat the Celtics in so long. I don't see it happening this time, bro.
I think
they play them tough sometimes, but like. It's either going to be like the Celtics in 7 or the Celtics in 4, bro. Either way, the Celtics are.
I think Celtics in 6. I think 76ers get a couple. 76ers are a good team. Celtics are different. Yeah, I don't know. That big 4 of the Celtics is just insane. It's just.
Oh my gosh,
adding Drew just wasn't
and
fair.
And Porzingis has been good. And then, oh my god, it's disgusting. Although they did lose a couple games, but at the end, it's still a little, but like. Yeah.
I mean, listen, the Celtics have all the marking of the fraud that they've been in the past. I don't think they're a clutch team. I still, for nice word, I don't think Tatum is a winner. I think that he is one of the worst clutch stars I've ever seen in my life. Maybe the worst clutch star I've seen in my life.
Oh my gosh.
But that's just my opinion.
So with that being said. The thing about Tatum that have been saying, but I wasn't saying this year until like I remembered recently, right? I used to say when he did lose the finals to the Warriors, right? I was like, listen, bro, he's still really young, right? This is what I said when he lost. He's still really young, but to make it this far already, like LeBron lost his first one, KD did. So many players do. Most players don't. Some players do, but not as young as he is too right now. Like they just get there for the first time and they win. But like the young players that got there never really did. Jordan didn't win until he was 28, right? His first one, and Tatum's only 26 right now, right? So he went to 4 conference finals and the finals lost one. So I said he was this young and failed this much. So the thing for me is Tatum still has a lot of time. Like his window is not like what his age, like he's choked a lot, but that's the only reason why no one else choked like that. Because no one else really got there, like the way he's getting there when they were that young and like all that. So I have to say that about Tatum and give him credit for that because he's still really young and like
he's had a special career. That's for sure. Yeah.
He's done stuff at that age that like damn near no one really even has. So like I gotta give him credit for that. He's won a lot there, but like he obviously just hasn't been able to bring it home yet. But with that being said, in this series, I think they got him. But yeah, that's with the Celtics. But this time it's different because they have Drew Holiday and Porzingis, and they're way better. I think Jaylen Brown is insane. It's hard to like say.
It's championship or bust. 100%.
Yeah, and then they have Derek White, who I mean, in my opinion, they're the best team. I think they're, but like they could still lose, so we'll talk about it. But
yeah, I do think they're choke artists. And when I say Tatum's a choker, by the way, I'm not even talking about the playoffs because like you said, he's young. A lot of guys have failed the playoffs young.
It just depends if they can blow him out or not.
Season even. I'm talking about regular season even. Like the guy takes the dumbest shots in the clutch. Like he, I mean, he does that dumb sidestep, step back every single game of the cuts. Like, bro, I don't understand why Tatum doesn't take it to the hoop more. Tatum almost has that, and I think Tatum's better than Carmelo, but Tatum has that Carmelo gene that just annoys me, where it's like, bro, you're so much stronger and better at driving than everyone. Just take it to the hoop. Like, why are you not taking like that? I don't know. I get annoyed with Tatum, but he's an amazing player. He is an amazing player. So yeah.
I mean, it all depends what they do this playoff. So we'll see.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's, like I said, it's gonna be bad for them if they don't win the championship this year.
I got them beating the Sixers for sure, though.
Yeah, Sixers.
If it was the Heat, it would be different, but we don't even need to talk about it because that's not gonna happen. But and if it was the Heat, it would be very. I don't know. I don't know who I'm picking, but I'm not gonna think about that because I don't think that's gonna happen. But I don't know who I pick for that one. But yeah, go ahead.
So Knicks versus Heat now. Who do you got?
I think the Knicks would beat anyone else. Like I just, bro. I think the Heat will get it done again somehow. They just have that experience. They beat him last year. Listen, Brunson has been insane. They got the 2 seed somehow. I don't know how they got the 2 seed. I thought the Bucks were a lock to get the 2 seed the whole time, bro. It came down to the last game. That's how bad the Bucks were in the end. With OG and Anunoby, they're very good. For me, against teams, it's simple, bro. Just don't let Jalen Brunson beat you. Like, do whatever the fuck you have to do to not... Because he's the only one that can be able to beat you. If you stop him from winning the game, let him score 60, but he scored 60 on the Spurs and didn't win the game. Just don't let him win the game, bro. Like, do what you gotta do, but, like, don't let Jalen Brunson... Because he's the only one capable. That's what I would say to teams, you know? Like, I think they got to do everything they can to take him out of the game because they can't win without him winning them the game. You feel me? But the Heat, obviously, playoff Jimmy different. In the play-in, they could... Well, coming from the play-in now, they'll be ready as the 7th seed for sure. I don't know Scary Terry's healthy. It's going to be different this time because they have Hero and everything, but, like, I think they just had the mentality where, like, they know they can get this done against them. That's how I feel about it, So,
I agree with most of what you said. I do think with Brunson, there's just something there where he gets done what he has to get done. You know, like, even that Spurs game, it wasn't a 60 ball where it was just, you know, him chucking up shots. He was bringing them back, almost won that game. And then with OG, when OG came back in the middle of the season, they were insane. Yeah. And then they when they first got him. Then they haven't been quite as insane recently, but they've still been really good with OG.
Well, they were bad, and then they got good at the end again.
Yeah. Bogdanovic and the Burks trade, that has been a bust. Bogdanovic
has been terrible, and they've both been terrible, except for this last game.
Yeah,
against the Bulls, yeah, that's it. I thought he'd be much better. I was scared when they got him. I was like, oh my god.
I was scared when they got him too. Yeah. Hart's one of the...
I can't believe it.
Hart will win a team a championship one day. I hope it's not the Knicks, but Hart will be
And
an
Dante
X
DiVincenzo.
factor.
Dante.
And I was about to get to him. He's been insane recently. Dante.
I seen this. I was in Florida watching the championship game, and I was like, oh, he's nice.
Yeah. Against when he was in Nova.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was crazy.
Yeah.
So with that said, the Heat have the mentality. They got Scary Terry, who
oh my gosh, that was like getting him too was crazy. Like he's very good.
Bam is the perfect playoff big man. Jimmy, playoff Jimmy, obviously.
Well, we'll see. It all depends on that man. It all depends on.
They got Hero this time. But man, this Knicks team is special. I'm not gonna lie. And
the thing is, I always said they'll be better without Randall, but like I don't know. Like I said that. I was like the whole time I was like they're better without Randall, but
I forgot to mention that. So with Randall, it's hard to say.
Mr. Robinson back too, by the way.
Yes, Mr. Robinson is big. I forgot to mention him, and Hartenstein is insane, bro. That guy is crazy. The stuff he does out there every night for them, they're not going to get him back next year, I don't think, because he's going to get $20 million a year from a team.
Yeah.
But he's crazy. He's so good. I'm so every time I watch him.
Yeah.
Every time I watch him.
The Clippers.
No, Cavs had him in 2020,
really?
And he was really good for the Cavs. Yeah, and the Cavs just let him go. I didn't understand it at the time.
Yeah, they got
definitely don't understand it now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, man, I don't know. The Knicks they have this mentality this year, but at the same time with Randall's going to shoot 30% in the playoffs, but it's still giving you another big-time scoring option to take the focus off Brunson.
Yeah.
I don't know if it helps you or hurts you. I feel like losing Randall might be the reason they win a championship. Like, Hero was a big part of the reason why he went to the championship last year, but I also think that losing Randall could be the reason you lose the first round.
Well, the thing is, they have no experience winning with a Hero either, because he's always injured. So, like, it's just so different for the Heat this time around. Also, with that being said, but yeah, the Knicks have been special this year. I'll give them that. Like Brunson has been really good
every single game, man. Every single night.
It's just like I feel like the Knicks would have. Oh my god, the Knicks got the Pacers or the Magic. Well, the Magic would have been a little tough for them. Like it would have been a. I'm not going to sleep on the Magic against the Knicks.
We'll get to that series.
Yeah. We'll get to that, but I feel like the Knicks would have much rather seen the Pacers or the Magic than the Heat. Like, not even a question. Or the Sixers. That's why it ended up so crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm taking the Knicks in 6 though.
Yeah.
I think the Knicks take this in 6. You took the Heat, right?
Oh yeah, so I took the Heat. Yeah.
And how many games?
Did I say how many games? I'm gonna go 6 also.
Yeah. You're not winning Game 7 in the Garden, so 6. Yeah, 6 is a good number.
Yeah. 6 is a good number.
Yeah, it'll be a great series if that happens. That would be a really, really good series. So now I got some bold predictions for the series. We got Bucks, 3-seed Bucks for 6-seed Pacers.
Gosh, I know so much to talk about.
I know the Bucks for your preseason championship pick. How are you feeling about the series?
Well, I dropped my championship predictions today, so make sure to go check it out.
Oh, check that out. Yes,
but.
NBA Fats 13.
My end of season ones. I got my preseason one and then my end of season one. So obviously I didn't know who's actually in it. And this series is crazy from the game ball beef to is Giannis healthy right now. I hate Doc Rivers so much. Play no defense, having ass. I got my boy Siakam on the other side. I've been a Pacers hater too. I've been said Halliburton wasn't like that. You see, the Pacers win this series, but the Pacers are still trash. I don't give a fuck. Like
you got the Pacers winning?
No, I said they could. They could.
Oh yeah.
They could win this series, but they have my boy Siakam. Listen, it hasn't worked that much. They kind of did. Bro, Siakam might be better than Halliburton. Like I don't care, bro. Halliburton put up so many games under 10. Like I don't know, bro. I remember in the beginning of the season, like I would say that Halliburton. What happened?
He was unstoppable for...
No. In the beginning of the season, I said that he's not top 25, and everyone was like, in my comments, like, saying, oh, he's nice, like a bunch of Pacers fans. And then he was playing nice, and then I was like, all right, he's top 25. But then at the back half of the season, the Pacers kind of did the same thing they did last season, but somehow they still maintained to get in it this year. I think it's just because the East is, like, ass this year, but I remember...
It pissed me off that he got the starting nod over Mitchell. I still don't think he deserved that over Mitchell. I'm not lying. Lillard obviously didn't deserve it over Mitchell, but I think it should have been Brunson and Mitchell as the starters in the
I think I was saying Lillard and Mitchell. I think I was saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. He didn't play, and then the Pacers in general, like they were so bad for so many games. I don't know. So I'm going with the Bucks in this series 100% with or about Giannis. I'll say 6.
6. Okay.
I'll say 6. Yeah, it all depends on Giannis himself too. By the way, I don't know what we're talking about because obviously they're kind of comparing to the KD injury. You can also say when Giannis won the chip, he got injured right before it.
Yeah,
He also got injured last year, and they lost. So a lot of history with that
he
here.
still played well after he got hurt last year. Him getting hurt, in my opinion, was not the reason why they lost that series. I know a lot of people
Yeah,
say that, but in my opinion, he
yeah,
was still playing really good basketball after he got hurt. I think the Heat just their Jimmy went insane. Like what
yeah,
he was doing was
yeah.
that
That's
was the
scary.
best individual series I've seen from a player ever.
Yeah, that was
Jimmy was
crazy.
kind of trash the rest of the playoffs after that series. I'm not gonna lie, but
After
that
after
series
the
he was
Celtics game
incredible.
two, I remember he was
The
trash.
Knicks game too.
Uh, he was trash again after the Knicks.
He sprained his ankle midway through
Oh
that
yeah,
Knicks
yeah, I remember
series, and
that. I
then
remember
he
that.
was
But he still won. But I remember like after the Celtics game too, like he was
yeah
really
he
trash.
couldn't
Like he was
move.
really
Yeah,
like
he couldn't move.
yeah type shit. But
Um,
yeah, I think but I think the Bucks is like I feel like Lillard will be like sometimes they play better without Giannis for some reason. So like I feel like with both like I feel like they have too much. Both of these teams are ass on defense. That's the problem with the Bucks. Is obviously they're really bad on defense. They're gonna have a tough time, but I think they'll be able to outscore them. I just think Giannis will go
so
ham if he has to, and so same with Lillard. They Lillard just bro get in your bag, but just y'all two like keep shooting. I don't know. You feel me?
so first of all, just want to get this out there. Doc Rivers is a loser.
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
I've been
I
saying it
forgot.
since 2011. Doc Rivers is the biggest.
Worse.
Well, I didn't call him an industry plant at the time because I was 10, but I have an email with my dad back then saying Doc Rivers is the worst coach in basketball. How does he have a job?
Right.
I've said this for 13 years. I've said Doc Rivers is trash. He gets to the Bucks, and the Bucks were a 30-13 basketball team. They were struggling, but they were still 30-13. He's managed to go under 500 with the 30-13 basketball team. How do you do that?
Oh.
They've been mostly healthy. I mean, Giannis has missed a few games here and there, but for the most part, it's not been like the Knicks or Cavs where everyone's went down. You know what I mean? Like most of their guys have been healthy. Obviously Middleton's been in and out, but he was in and out at the beginning of the season too, and they were still winning. Doc Rivers sucks, man. And ultimately, my prediction for this series, I think it's gonna be the highest scoring series of all time. I think every game will be like 135 to 130-ish. I think it's gonna be if you like offensive basketball, this is your series. I think there's gonna be some fights. These teams do not like each other. That whole thing that was hilarious in the middle of the season. I remember saying at the time it would be funny. Now everyone would have thought it'd be like the 2-7 or maybe even the 1-8 at the time, but for the Bucks that didn't happen. Yeah, but I don't know, man. Like this Pacers have so much scoring, but ultimately it's going to come down to what Halliburton we get. If Halliburton plays like he did for some of the second half of the season, we're going to see.
I mean, they really have no one to guard him. So like,
yeah.
Because I don't know why Halliburton. Like, bro, Curry is way better on defense than Lillard. Like, what is he going on? Like, I thought Lillard would be a little bit better on defense. Thing is, Giannis even isn't that. I'll admit it, he's not even that good of a one-on-one defender. He's a great basketball defender around the rim and making the hustle play. And like Giannis gets dunked on, but he tries to block some impossible shit, and sometimes he does. That's what makes him a great defender.
Yeah. I mean, that's like Jared Allen too. Like Jared Allen's
that's a good thing. Exact. So and then there's no one else. And Brook Lopez, bro, Brook Lopez pisses me off so much because like he's so garbage on defense. He's like a Rudy Gobert, and then
how did he get second in Defensive Player of the Year last year?
I just want to know. He gets blocks, but like it's like some bull. It doesn't affect. Like it's the same shit as Gobert. It doesn't affect anything. Like he's getting cooked so bad.
This is the thing that bothers me about NBA media, though. How can I, as a regular guy watching basketball, and I don't watch every single Bucks game, but I watch a decent amount, watch the games. It's clear to me that Drew Holiday was their best defender last year, right?
Oh my gosh.
By far, he was their best defender.
That's better than NBA.
Brook Lopez somehow second Defensive Player of the Year, which, in my opinion, and you call me a biased Cavs fan, I think Mobley had an insane defensive season last year. Should have been Mobley. But regardless, JJJ,
who was it? Yes,
it was Jaren Jackson Jr.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think Jaren Jackson Jr. fouls a little too much, but it's whatever. But Brook Lopez wasn't a top two defender on his team. I don't get it. But the not the Knicks, the Bucks. Ultimately, what it's gonna come down to is Giannis healthy enough to be able to score 40 a game on the worst paint defense in the playoffs? Because the Pacers can't defend the paint.
They show about Matherin also, by the way, who's out for the season.
Matherin, I love Matherin too. He's a great player. Like the Pacers got so much shooting all over the board. For guys like Nembhard, who's that number 23?
Nesmith?
Oh yeah, Neesmith. Yeah, Neesmith's and shout out to Aaron Neesmith too, because that guy has had a career revival this year.
Yeah, he's
Everyone was
solid.
calling him a bust with the Celtics, and he's shooting like
Damn,
40% from three.
I don't
So
remember he was on the Celtics, but
yeah,
yeah,
he
that's
was like
crazy.
he was like the he was what was he, top 12 pick or something?
Something like
And
that, I think.
yeah, he's completely revitalized career. So shout out to Neesmith. He's a huge player for that team. But ultimately, dude, Miles Turner is just so soft. He's a great offense. He's a
Yeah, he's good.
really good
Yeah,
offensive player. Really good offensive player, but he's not a good. He's a terrible defender. People act like he's a good defender. He's not. He's
it's like
terrible.
another like Gobert situation with
Yeah,
him and whoever the other person was, but yeah,
yeah.
Brook Lopez.
So
So it's crazy. But then also Middleton has just been ass. Like I don't
yeah,
know.
Middleton's done. He's done.
It's crazy because it's like a
It's
bunch of
bad.
like the
I
Bucks
love
are like a
Middleton's
bunch.
game too.
Yeah, the Bucks are like a bunch of players where it's like they like kind of like deserve to like win it, but like they've been bad. You feel me? Like that's about Giannis like deserves to win it. Like Dame like now this is his chance with Giannis, and then you have guys like Middleton and Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez who have like kind of like done their dues in the that you think would be
Bobby
like
Portis is a
good enough to win it, and then you have Doc Rivers who obviously has choked so much, so you think that like he'd win. So it's like a team where it's like when you look at all those guys, it's like damn, like they should win, but
Shout out to Chris Middleton, man, because that guy, he really builds his career up, man. Like I
yeah.
remember when he got his big contract, or at the time it was like big
Yeah,
contract,
they should
probably
have
like
chosen
15
Drew
million a
Holiday over
year.
him. I know we've talked about
But
that,
in
but yeah.
2015, I'm talking about like 2014,
Oh
2015.
yeah,
Everyone was saying he was overpaid. He's came a long way, but
he got him a check.
washed. He's washed at this point.
Yeah.
Dame. I mean, I know you're a big Dame fan. I've never liked Dame, but I never saw
That's
Dame this
crazy.
bad.
You never
I
liked Dame. I think
I
the
didn't
only
like
other person I've heard say that is like Skip Bayless. Like, he kind of
I liked not never liked Dame. It's not true. I liked Dame as like a rookie. I mean, when he made that three against the Rockets. Honestly, when I really started to dislike Dame was when they started putting him and like trying to compare him to like Russ and pretty much just comparing him to Russ because I don't think Dame was anywhere near Russ
really.
ever. I think he was never near
Really
Russ.
because I'm
It's
the one
like
playoff
obviously
series
now
he was after. Russ was better in like early, but I feel like in the playoff series, like didn't he beat him? Dame.
Dame was better in that series, but also PG was so bad. He was so bad.
PG didn't show.
He was
Yeah.
so bad. Like Russ the year before was amazing against the Jazz, and
Yeah.
PG went like 2 of 9 for 7 points in Game 6.
Yeah, I remember that, bro. That's crazy.
Dude, that guy pissed me off so much. It took a lot for me to like PG again after that Thunder time because I'm a huge Russ fan. But I don't know. Dame's just always come off as a loser to me because here's why. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful here, but he's always had the most excuses of any player. It's like the way that he would go back and forth. Like, I want to be in Portland. Or he'd be like, I'm still loyal to Portland. Why you ask me? And then he's like, I don't like it here. Feel bad for me. And then it's like, bro, every time something's going wrong, this dude needs an excuse. And it's like, yeah, he's a really good dude, Dame. Like,
I feel like
him in person, but as a basketball competitor, he just bothers me.
I feel like this is like the most help he's ever had, though.
Yeah. No, I mean, like he's got a chance here to change the narrative for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, but you got the Pacers? I don't think you said.
Oh no, I got the Bucks in 7.
Oh, okay.
I think. Okay. So the thing I was saying is, I think Giannis should score 40+ points a game this series.
I think he will. I think
Giannis
I think Giannis is just gonna put his head down and be like, all right, listen, like I'm not losing the first round again. Not to these guys. Like we have to win. Like I feel like Giannis has like is able to do that with Dame. I feel they can get it.
I think Dame's gonna have a big series too because there's literally nobody.
I do.
Defense there on
either
side. I think Halliburton's gonna have a really big series too, even though he's been struggling because the Bucks played 0 defense.
So we'll see. It's gonna be scary. A lot of people are taking the Pacers, but
a lot of people are. Dude, that would be.
I don't see it. I don't.
That would be embarrassing for the Bucks, man.
Yeah.
That would be embarrassing.
I saw the Pacers being trash a lot this season, so like I'm not.
I mean, like, dude, that game against the Cavs last week. I know you're watching the highlights, so you don't see the calls, but I swear to God, a team's never gotten bailed out more on calls than the Pacers in that game. In the third quarter, literally, the Cavs guys are getting pushed around, no foul. Pacers guy gets barely touched, foul. It's like, bro, it should have been a 20-point game. It's like a 3-point game, and then the Pacers come back, and then Garland hits three huge threes in the fourth quarter to win that game. But
damn.
It's just like the Pacers plays 0 defense. It's like expensive to the game of
basketball. Both of them put any defense, so it's going to be a very anyone can win series. Honestly,
it'll be fun. It'll be fun basketball to watch. Just like putting the offensive taking away the part of me that is like a basketball purist and just enjoying offensive basketball, it'll be fun.
Yeah, for sure.
But going on to the exact opposite of offensive basketball, we got the land Cavs.
Their biggest
four,
series.
4-5 versus the Magic. I'm excited, man. I feel better than I did going into last year, that's for sure. But I'll let you get your thoughts off first.
Alright. So first of all, I think this is gonna be a solid series. I'll talk about Paulo first. Paulo is insane. Like, I'm not even capping. Like, he is nasty. Like, I don't know. So, the Magic, if y'all know, I dropped a video before the season of my two teams that, like, I thought were good and that, like, are going to have a better season this year. And, like, in the future, like, the young teams that could develop into a good, like, a solid playoff team. Because most of the teams can't, but I thought there was two that could, and both of them were the Rockets and Magic. But that I said. So, I think I was right with both of those, especially the Magic, clearly. And I think the Rockets still have potential because they're the young guys that like could do it. Anyone else is like kind of screwed that has like the Wizards and Pistons and teams like that are screwed. But for them to be the 5 seed,
I don't know about the Pistons. Pistons jury's out, but Wizards are definitely screwed.
Yeah, whoever the low teams. But I think the Cavs got blessed with this matchup, though. Like, I think the Cavs got blessed with this matchup. I think for the Cavs, it was either the Magic or the Pacers 100%, the best matchup for them, and they got the Magic as the 4 seed, so they will have the home court advantage. I thought the Magic would put up a good fight against the Knicks. I thought the Magic would put up a good fight against the Bucks. I think the Bucks would get it done, but a good fight. Magic versus Knicks would have been crazy. Magic versus... I think the Magic would have beat the Pacers, honestly. And then even the Heat or would have been a good series too, but I think the Cavs have enough to beat the Magic for sure. Like I just think Donovan Mitchell and the offense, like I just for the Cavs, I was worried for them, but this is a great first round matchup.
Yeah.
Like this is
so how many games do you think?
I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna say 6. I think the Magic get 2, but Mitchell is. Playoff Mitchell has always been really good, except last year was his worst. But
last year, really, just Game 4 was bad. Everything else was passable.
Yeah,
Game 4 he choked.
He needs to get the help for sure because I mean you have all these young guys for the Magic, so it's like it depends what the supporting cast does for the Magic. It's gonna be very interesting. Obviously, someone's gonna have to guard Paulo. I guess. I mean, I wouldn't want to put Mobley on him, or. He's not really like a power forward, Paulo. He's like a small forward. Or he kind of does, but like
he's a combo.
He's gonna get his. We'll see what Franz does. I just have a feeling that the Cavs are gonna get this one. Like I don't know. Like it just like I feel like they can beat the Magic. Like I was worried, but they can beat the Magic. They should beat the Magic, in my opinion.
So I think we got blessed with this matchup as well. I think the big thing to me, I think the X factor in this series for the Magic. Well. For both teams, honestly, but a lot more for the Magic is going to be the Magic's 3-point shooting. I believe they take the 29th most 3-pointers in basketball, and the Cavs' kryptonite has been good 3-point shooting. That's really what's killed them because at times they just don't guard the 3-point line, the Cavs. And and I think the Cavs really got blessed with this matchup on the count that the Magic really don't shoot the 3 ball.
They don't. It's crazy because Paulo, he was really bad last year from 3, and I was like, I didn't put any worry into it. I was like, nah, he's still nice and free. It's just his rookie year. Like, he was just learning and shit. And, like, he still is a good 3-point shooter, but not nearly enough. And, like, no one really even shoots more 3s than him on the squad.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean...
They have guys that I feel like could, like Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony.
Gary Harris.
They have guys that could, but I don't know. I guess they don't.
So and Franz Wagner too.
You know who's good? Jonathan Isaac is a really good defender for the minutes that he comes into. By the way, he's kind of locked. Like he comes in for like 10 to 12 minutes or like 12 to 15, and he plays lockdown fucking defense.
So that's what I was gonna say. For the Magic, their 3-point shooter is the X factor. For the Cavs, it's gonna be the bigs. It's last year they got embarrassed. This year it's gotta be different. You know, you got Isaac, you got Franz and Mo Wagner, you got if I pronounce that right?
Franz Wagner and Mo Wagner, the brothers.
Is it Wagner or Wagner? I thought
Wagner or something. I don't know.
Okay, regardless, whatever. Franz and Mo. We'll just go with that. I always thought it was pronounced with a V. I know it's spelled with a W, but regardless, Jonathan Isaac, you got those two. You got like Wendell Carter Jr. and stuff.
Yep.
Mobley and Jarrett Allen have to play big. They have to be They have to play strong. Jared Allen had an amazing game against the Pacers last week. Mobley's had a few really good games recently.
I feel like you're right too, because like even with this series without Mitchell, like let's say Mitchell wasn't playing this series, I feel like it'd kind of like the same odds. Like unless Mitchell can just be the best player on the floor and not but obviously it's an advantage with Mitchell for sure, but like the Cavs can still kind of would have a chance. I'm not saying they would beat him without Mitchell, but
yeah, it'd still be a competitive series for sure. The thing with Mitchell though, so that's the next thing I was going to get to. So obviously he's not going to be 100%, but he was playing much better at the end than he was playing for a little bit.
I don't know
26,
what was going on.
Well, I mean he's going to have to get surgery in the offseason. That's the reality.
He's injured, but yeah.
But he figured it out. The thing is with playing hurt is you have to figure out how you get your rhythm with the injury.
Yeah.
And Mitchell's figured that out. So I'm not too worried about Mitchell, but the thing is I think I don't know how to put it, but our half-court offense, so I think our half-court offense is 21st in the NBA. Their half-court is 25th. But the Cavs' half-court offense, with and without Mitchell, it's like an insane difference. With Mitchell, they were a great half-court offense. It was, at the middle of the season, it was how improved the Cavs' half-court offense is. Without Mitchell, they were like the worst half-court offensive basketball. So we need Mitchell. Mitchell just has to be able to create plays. It's not even about his scoring. It's about him being able to have enough explosiveness to get guys good looks. I think Strus is going to be big. He needs to knock down his shots. I think something like Mero could actually play in this series because against other teams, like if we played Pacers, I think Mero would be unplayable because they got so much shooting.
Gotcha.
But I think against the Magic, he can hang with the Magic because they don't really have that much shooting.
For sure. I agree.
So I think guys like that, Mero went off against them earlier this year. And ultimately,
I think the Cavs have had success against them. Like, it's not like a team that they've struggled with. Also, so
I think we went 2-2, but the last matchup we didn't have very many guys going. But I think also a big X factor in this series is going to be LeVert and Garland because especially Garland because
there's a really good matchup for Garland too. I feel like it's not too much pressure versus the Magic. So
Well, Suggs is going to give Mitchell. Suggs could give Mitchell headaches. I don't know if he will or won't, but he could. Suggs is a nice defender and he plays physical. But Garland's going to get the Gary Harris, the Cole Anthony, that type of matchup. He has to take advantage. We need aggressive Garland. We need him playing like he did at the fourth quarter of that Pacers game. We need, he was, in my opinion, he had an underrated series last year. I thought outside of Game 3, he was really solid. I thought Game 4, the second half, he really stepped up. Game 2, he was amazing. In Game 1 and Game 5, he was solid. But there's still that narrative out there that Garland is a choker, and he needs to take that on the chin, and he has to change the narrative. Garland has changed the narrative. I really hope we have Dean Wade. I think he'd be important for the series to match up with them height-wise because they got these big wings, which could give us problems. I think Okoro has to play really well on the perimeter defensively.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be a physical series, but I do think the Magic are very similar to the Cavs last year, as in they got a lot of talent, but they're very young. They're obviously deeper than the Cavs were last year. The Cavs had like 5 playable players because Okoro and Wade were hurt and Rubio was just himself. But I think the Magic are inexperienced. The Cavs have to come out from the word go, just like set the tone in the series. I think Game 1 will be very telling of what type of series we're getting. By the way, I didn't tell you this. There's a very good chance I'll be at Game 2. If it's on Monday, I'll be at Game 2. So
that's fine.
In Cleveland, So
yes, sir.
I really hope it's on
Cleveland.
Monday. Yeah, I really hope it's on Monday. They haven't dropped the schedule yet, so it's a 3 and 4 chance they're playing on Monday. If they're on Tuesday, I won't be able to go. So hopefully it's on Monday. But
damn, bro. You gotta vlog that shit or something.
Yeah, dude, that'll be so fire, man. That'll be. Last year I went to the Cavs-Knicks Game 3 where Garland went 4-21. That was one of the worst nights ever. So I need
to make up for it.
Yeah, I need a win this year. But Game 1 is gonna be huge, man. I'm so hyped.
Yeah.
This team has been this has been such an awesome season. It really sucks how many injuries we have, but still finishing 48 and 34 considering the whole team outside of Jared Allen was hurt.
I think it was better to not get the 2 seed. And then the 3 seed, I mean, it was either 3 or 4. I think, but not getting the 2 seed was better for them. I really do. Unfortunately, the thing was versus the Celtics in the second round. But that was
we get to that.
Only thing. Oh yeah, well we are gonna get to that.
Yeah,
but
no, I mean in terms of the Cavs, Obviously, the goal is to win a championship in basketball, but I think winning a playoff series would be so huge for this team because it's just getting over the demons of
Is
last
that
year.
enough to keep Mitchell?
I think so. I think
Because I'm gonna be honest, like without Mitchell, it's quit. Like it's either.
I mean, we could talk about that in the offseason, but I don't think
sure.
I don't think Mitchell's. Here's the thing to me. There's no reason.
If you don't need Mitchell, you need someone else though. Like I mean, maybe God.
There's no reason for Mitchell to not sign that Supermax in the offseason because you get the most money from the Cavs, and even if he doesn't want to stay after next year, it's so easy to ask for a trade. And I think Mitchell genuinely loves Cleveland. Like he goes to all the events in Cleveland.
No, I'm sure he definitely
does. He loves the players. He talks about Jared Allen like Jared Allen's Shaq. I mean, like it's like every single interview he talks about Jared Allen like he's the greatest player ever. Him and Garland are like they have like some bromance going. Like they love each other. So I don't see where these reports come from, and I really do think it's New York biased media.
Okay.
But with all that said, I got Cavs in 6. I
just don't see it. Like I just don't see the Magic advancing. You know, the Magic they don't have the experience, but they're going to be in the playoffs regularly.
Yeah.
Like for this competition, they're a set of players, and if they get like someone better, obviously it's going to be tough for the Magic too. But like they're going to be in the playoffs again for sure, at least in the top 8. Like
I might regret saying this, but I do think we match up very well for Paolo because I think Mobley and Allen will give Paolo a lot.
I think Paolo can just get to his spot. Like I feel like Paolo just knows what he's doing.
Because like you said, like he's not really a shooter. You can mix and match different schemes with Kerr on him, with Mobley on him. That's gonna be tough for him. I don't know. Like we'll see. I really think if Dean Wade was there, it'd be so big because Dean Wade. I mean, he ranks in like there's statistics out there where he ranks number 1 in wing defense in basketball, which is crazy. But there's it's called like D LeBron.
Well, Kelsey's got to be at the game, bro, and y'all will win.
Yeah, we need that. We'll need that for the Celtics series if we get there. That's for sure. We'll. All right, so matchups are set. So
second round
in the West, we got Thunder Clippers for both of us. What is that? Semifinals. So what do you got?
And I got the Clippers. You feel
me?
I got the fully healthy Clippers. I think can beat the Thunder. I like the Thunder a lot. Shea will probably go off, but like it's a good matchup for the Clippers. Like they should be able to do it. Kawhi will be the best player on the floor and eat. You know, they have different people to throw at SGA. Giddy is nice, man. You know, he's a good player. Jalen Williams could do it, but like I feel like I don't know if Paul George can get it going that series. He might. Like I feel like Harden will be decent in that series for sure. Like it's definitely a better matchup. I mean, honestly, it's a good both of the Mavs and the Thunder are like a good matchup for the Clippers offensively. It's just Clippers are gonna have a lot of problems defensively for sure. On both of them, but I think the Clippers will be able to score enough. Player Kawhi will be able to do 30 to 35, and that if Paul George just give you another 20, Harden 20, and someone and like just do what they do like normally. Like I think that it will be enough to beat the Thunder. I think they can play defense enough. I think that Shea will do nice. But I don't see Jalen Williams going. Shea will score his 30 for sure, but like I don't see the rest of their cast being able to beat the Clippers cast.
Yeah. I got
Shea and Kawhi will match, and then I got the Clippers. Rest of them, I think they'll be able to handle it.
Yeah, so I think the Clippers guards are going to eat in both of these series. I think Harden should have a big playoffs. Like I said before, like these matchups are positive matchups for Harden. I think the experience is going to be tough for Oklahoma City to overcome. I mean, at the end of the day, you can say what you want about their playoff performances outside of Kawhi, but these guys all have experience. They all have been battle tested, and they've all been to at least conference finals. You can't say that for the Thunder. I think in this series, I think Chet's going to cause the Clippers a lot of problems. I think Chet will be. I think Chet will be a tough matchup for them defensively. But I do think. I don't know. You just see so many times in the playoffs, experience is so vital. I mean, even the Kings Warriors series that we were talking about last year, And the Clippers, I mean, we've seen this year. I mean, the Clippers were the best, or them and the Cavs were the two best teams in basketball for a month this year.
Yeah.
Like we've seen at any time that team could turn it on and be insane. And
Yeah, they were so good, and then they were
really,
looking like the favorites.
when Russ went down, man, when Russ
Yeah.
went down. So yeah, I'll take the Clippers at 6. We're gonna sound
Same.
really dumb if
I got that one going
Kawhi,
7. I got that one going 7.
if Kawhi ends up. No, but
Yeah.
I think Kawhi will be okay. I think Kawhi will be okay.
I don't know.
I really I
No,
don't think,
they had to load him, bro. They had to give him the couple days off. He played at
I
65
think
at least.
yeah, I think
It
he'll be
made
okay.
sense. I mean, they were the 4th seed no matter what. They hung on to the 4th seed somehow. They were bad and they finished the season strong. So
Yeah.
without him, but yeah.
So yeah, I got the Clippers, and then so this is the one matchup I think in either, or no, there's two matchups that are different because you had the Heat. But there's the matchup in the West that's different. So I
Yeah.
have Nuggets versus Suns, and you have Nuggets versus Timberwolves. So who do you got, Nuggets or
I got
Timberwolves?
the Nuggets. Jokic just eating Gobert alive. Listen, the T-Wolves had a good matchup for the Nuggets. But they're bigs and like probably were the best matchup for them last year, even though the Suns won 2 games last year. And like all that, and the T-Wolves did beat them. Like, but I just feel like Jokic, it was just like the Nuggets know how to beat the T-Wolves. They've beaten them so many times. Beat them in the playoffs last year. Beat them in the regular season recently. They got their get back. Jokic always destroys Gobert. They can defend them too. It's not, they can definitely defend them. The Nuggets could. But it's not like the T Wolves can over presence them on offense really. And it's gonna be really good. It'll be a decent series. I think this one goes 6 games. But overall, I don't think the T Wolves can guard the Nuggets, and I think the Nuggets can guard the T Wolves pretty
Yeah.
decently too. So yeah.
So yeah, Nuggets Suns. I really feel like it's the same series as last year, 6-game series. I do think this one will be more competitive. It kind of felt like the Nuggets almost like were sleepwalking through that series last year. I don't think they'll be able to do that this year. The Suns are a little bit better, just on account of. Listen, man, I gave Beal some slander, but I do think Beal has really played his role well for the Suns.
Beal's been
he's
playing
been
nice lately.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's passing the ball well,
Yeah.
making his shots when he's open, and his defense is surprisingly. Listen, I don't think he's an insane defender, but he was a really bad defender in Washington. His off-ball defense has been impressive. His on-ball defense, I feel like, still kind of cooked, but his off-ball defense has been impressive for the Suns. So, with that said, I think the Suns will give a respectable effort in the series. I don't think they're getting swept or anything, but I do think Nuggets win 6.
Yeah.
Just on account of now that they're experienced, they got all the depth in the world.
They know how to win these games, man. Like they just know how to win. It's crazy.
Yeah, like honestly, for anybody in the West besides the Clippers to beat them, I think it'll take like an injury or something. I don't think anybody else in the West can beat the Suns unless the Thunder are really just that insane. I don't know. I think the Timberwolves matchup, like you said, I just don't think. I just don't see. I don't see a Jokic-led team losing to a Gobert-led team.
No, for sure. Well, it's not a Gobert-led, but
he's the second best player, and the big man.
Cat and
I don't agree. I don't agree with Cat over Gobert.
What?
I don't agree.
That's crazy. That's the craziest take that you've ever told me, bro.
I think Nas Reed is. I don't think they.
Nas Reed's better than Gobert too.
Okay. I don't think they lose anything going from Nas Reed to Cat, or from Cat to Nas Reed.
That's crazy. You don't remember Cat, bro? Cat. I used to not like his 3-point game, but like, it's like pretty solid. Like and now he doesn't only take threes. So
he's a good player. He's a good player.
But yeah, I definitely would have the Nuggets beating. And if the Suns did beat the T-Wolves, I would have the Nuggets beating the Suns too, for sure. So
yeah. Okay, so perfect. Okay, so now in the East, Celtics, Cavs. You go with your prediction first. It's okay. You can let me down.
I'm gonna take this. No, I'm gonna take the Celtics.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a good series. I think it's gonna go 6.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna give them big problems. I just think at the end of the game they'll be able to do it. Yeah, it's just I think it's too much to ask for the Cavs. The Celtics have too many players. I feel like the starting lineups it's in a fair matchup like that. Like Yeah, it's gonna be tough for them to defend them too. But I do think that the Cavs will give them some problem. They played them good. They
We've
played.
always played them good. We've 5-5
That's what I'm
against them the
saying.
last 5-5 against them the last 3 years.
To me, it's gonna come down in the end. I don't think y'all are gonna be able to close out
Yeah,
the games in the end. But if y'all do, that's a different story.
yeah. Listen. I think the Cavs, if they get the Celtics, I feel like we can give a respectable effort. I don't see any scenario we win that series. But I do think we can make it a 6-game series. I think just for some reason the Cavs have matched up
I'm very
well.
optimistic away of the way the Cavs have played the Celtics. Like it's a pretty like the Celtics could have got like someone else and it would have been easier. You feel me? Like
Yeah,
even
but I
like
think
even
Celtics
to the
fans want to
Bucks,
see the
they could have
Magic
even got
win.
the Bucks based on how much they beat the Bucks, and it would have
Yeah,
been a better matchup type shit.
yeah. Like I think the Cavs defense can give the Celtics problems. And like I do think the Celtics have too much firepower, but the Cavs have really played them tough. And I the Cavs at the end of the day, the Cavs can score. Like they can when their guys get hot, they can score themselves. Ultimately, it's going
Yeah.
to depend on which Donovan Mitchell we get. Because
That's the big Donovan Mitchell series.
yeah,
Donovan Mitchell doesn't have to go 100 like average 30 per game in the Magic series, but in the Celtics
yeah,
series, he
and
doesn't
the
have a
Celtics
chance
series
to
would have to
win.
go insane.
Yeah.
It'd have to be the second best
It'd have
series
to
of his
be
life.
him doing that and everyone else still out there match
Yeah,
shit. You feel me?
yeah.
Which
Like the
is
Celtics are just
possible,
insane.
but it's
Not
not likely.
not likely. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think we'll get. I feel confident that we won't embarrass ourselves against the Celtics.
for sure. I
But
don't
I
think so
think,
either.
yeah, I think Celtics in 6. I think
Yeah.
is
And that would be
perfect.
a success for the Cavs
Yeah.
considering versus the Celtics for this season. I mean, they kind of got lucky with the first round matchup because if it's Heat or Knicks, and then you won that, then it would really be proving yourself, or be like, all right, listen, we can't beat these teams.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think. Listen, you go from 2018 being one of the worst teams in basketball, 2019 still being
yes,
one of the worst teams in basketball,
yeah, the
but a little
Cavs
bit
and Raptors
better.
are like on reverse right now.
Yeah, like 2020, Cavs got a little bit better. Their record didn't indicate it because they're like just like sat guys the last like 20 games of the season after they were out of the playoff race. But they were like 20-36 to start, which wasn't as bad as the couple years before. But then you have a team that really should have been a 3 seed until everybody got hurt. It was kind of a similar season to this year in
Yeah.
2021, losing the play-in, and then last year
Mm.
make the playoffs and have that bad first round
To
series.
the Hawks,
This year,
right?
the plan was the Hawks. Yeah, but Trey was just
Hawks are
eating
just ridiculous
it
in the
yeah.
playoffs.
It was ridiculous. It was Trey Young and Karis LeVert going back and
Trey is
forth for a
just
while, and then
most
Karis LeVert's been-
disrespected, but nice.
He's insane.
Yeah.
Dude, if Trey Young goes to the Spurs are winning multiple titles with
Bro,
Trey
it's an
Young,
upgrade from
Wemby.
Trey. It's an upgrade from fucking Trey Jones. They basically have the same fucking shit right now. Might as well get him. You're playing Trey Jones, so might as well just get Trey Young.
Yeah, exactly.
Same
Switch
exact
Trey.
fucking player, pretty much, but like way better. Like you feel me?
Yeah. So yeah, I think if we end up making it to the second round, lose to the Celtics in 6, I'd be very happy with this season. I think
Yeah.
that would show improvement, and then worry about the offseason. But
Yeah, I want to see like a fair matchup because like I feel you guys will beat the Cavs and the Magic and Celtics. You guys like I feel like you guys are in like the Knicks Heat comp because for me it's like the Celtics and Bucks and the Knicks Heat and y'all right. I want to see y'all versus like one of y'all like that. Like even but unfortunately, it looks like it ain't gonna
that's
happen.
the thing. Like
Just to know, like but that's why these first round matchups are very weird. The only one that like because I was like Cavs Magic, Bucks Pacers. I was like for me, I think the Bucks and Cavs handle that easily. The Knicks got the 2 seed and they got the tough one in my opinion. Whether it's gonna be Embiid or the Heat.
Yeah, no, I like that was the frustrating thing because it turned out. I mean, obviously the Cavs game ended way earlier than the next game, so the Cavs couldn't be sure. But the Cavs basically, I mean,
well, the thing is, I am going to cut you off, but like the thing is, the Cavs. So now it's good in the sense where like, okay, you're gonna get past the first round, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then it's just like, okay, so now it's cut off here. Or would you rather have risked it in the first round and lost, or if you won that, have had that easier road to try to get even further? You feel me? Get a little greedy.
I understand the thinking. Here's the thing too. I think the Cavs are more confident they could beat the Celtics than they could beat the Knicks. I think that's what it comes down to. Ultimately,
I think tough, the Cavs. Man. I thought the Cavs owned the Knicks.
Dude, I think I truly think they have more confidence they can beat the Celtics than they can beat the Knicks. Because I mean, even in going back to 2020 when the Cavs weren't great team yet. They still play the Celtics tough. Like they've played the Celtics tough pretty much every game over the past few years. Outside of one,
and I
they
mean the
lost by like
LeBron
50.
days too.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like I, I don't know. But I would have been really excited because the way it turned out was the Cavs rest appeal because the Knicks won that game by 1 in overtime. So if the Knicks had lost that game, the Cavs would have gotten the 2 seed if they won. But the way things turned out, the Cavs would have got the 3 seed if they won.
But for me,
So
since I had the Heat winning, does that mean the Heat are going to versus the Celtics? Is there the 7?
no, the 7 would be the Knicks.
Yeah, but why do they do that? Like, I thought the lowest seed would always verse the higher seed, like how they do in NFL. Why does the NBA do it that way?
Yeah, because 7 versus 8 are playing, right? Then the 7,
right. So I had the 7 beating the 2, right? So why doesn't that mean the Celtics?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying why out of the play.
Yeah.
I agree. Actually, I think it should reseed in basketball. I think it's
bro. Wasn't it used to be like that? Like, am I tripping?
It was never like that.
It should be. Am I tripping, bro? Because so basically the Heat are gonna verse the Bucks, even though it's the 7 versus the 3 instead of the 1 versus the 4, and the 4.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing to me. I don't fuck with that at all. I don't understand, bro. The NFL never did some shit like that. I was like, bro, and I fought the NBA because last year it happened and I was hella confused.
Yeah.
And then I was like, was it always like this?
Well, it's weird going from sport to sport.
I don't like that shit. Yeah. That's a little.
No, I think it should reseed. I completely agree.
That's hella weird. That changes everything. So
yeah. So Celtics beat Cavs, and then okay. So
then
you got
the Heat versus the Bucks.
First Bucks, and I got Knicks versus Bucks.
Yeah, and I got it's gonna be tough for the Bucks. And I'm just gonna say that they pull it out, man. Lillard was supposed to go to Miami, wanted to go to Miami, and then
I think that's a terrible matchup for.
It's a terrible matchup. The contrast isn't there. Nothing's there. But based on the way that he played this season, I think Giannis can destroy them. And I feel like who do they got to fuck with Dame? Like, then again, they're gonna have to guard Jimmy and guard all the other players.
But their defense just somehow gets cracked out in the
Bucks
playoffs. I don't understand how.
Yeah.
They should be able to defend Dame, but somehow the Spoelstra will do some magic thing and.
True, true, and Spoelstra is great, and they obviously have the experience. But like, I feel like I don't know. There's something telling me that this time the Heat can't win because like the Bucks beat him the one time, the Heat beat him last year, and I think the Heat beat him in the bubble.
Yeah, the Heat almost swept them in the bubble when they were the one.
Something like that. Yeah.
It was the 5 versus 1, right? Yeah.
So but I think this time the Bucks are able to get it done against them. I think the Bucks are always the better team, but the Heat are just a playoff Heat, and like the Bucks be collapsing sometimes. But this time, I don't think that they'll collapse against the Heat this time. I don't think that, and I think they'll beat the Knicks too. I think they'll beat either of them. I know it kind of wasn't so like that. I just think that the Milwaukee is that good, like with Giannis and Dame, especially and the supporting cast on offense. I feel like I understand why they couldn't get it done in the regular season. Forget all of it. I feel like they can get it done now. I think Giannis can, and I feel like they all have the wills of what they're supposed to do, but they couldn't perform in the regular season. I think they can perform it in the postseason. I really do. I feel like they'll be the playoff Bucks this time around with Dame. I feel like that was. I'm not tripping when I thought that was a good move. I know that. You feel me? They're fine.
I definitely respect your confidence in it. I think the Bucks. There's fair reason to be optimistic in them, but I do have the Knicks taking this in 5. I think you put OG on lower. I think Mitch and Hartenstein are gonna make it hard for Giannis getting to the hoop. I think this is. I think both the
they're not gonna be regarded. Brunson's gonna fucking dog. They have no one, bro. They have no one. Bro.
Brunson might score 40.
Beverly literally would. They should start Beverly for defense because Malik Beasley.
They might have to against the Knicks.
Wow. Yeah, he's like their best defender.
I think the Knicks handled this pretty easily. 5 games. Yeah. So
wow.
In the West, I think we both got Nuggets Clippers, right? I feel like we're probably got the same pick here.
It's crazy because fucking in my prediction video earlier, I said the Clippers. For some reason now I want to say the Nuggets, but obviously I got to stick with the Clippers.
Okay, I love it. I respect it.
I'm all in and out. The Nuggets. I mean, they're not gonna be able to guard Jokic. They probably will lose to the Nuggets. But like.
So
I feel like they're one of the only teams
though.
that could beat the. They're one of the only teams that could beat the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Like, there's not many teams, and that's one of the only teams. You
I
feel
mean,
me?
listen,
If there's a
if the
team,
Clippers
it would have to be them.
If the Clippers stars get going, the Clippers stars all get going. I don't know. I want to pick the Clippers. I want to pick the Clippers so bad. I don't want a boring finals, but
Yeah, I mean, I think I got the Clippers in that one, man.
I love it. I love it. I wish I had the same confidence, but I'm taking Nuggets in 6.
I feel you, bro. There's nothing for me to say. I mean, I'm probably wrong, but I'm just gonna stick with my preseason shit and say.
I love it. I love it.
You know, it's pure bias, but like it's facts with it. You feel me? So like,
I want to, dude. I want to see playoff Harden. I want to see playoff Russ just destroy the narratives that have come these last few years.
I mean, they're the team with no rings too, like Harden, PG, and Russ.
Outside Kawhi, obviously.
That's not, yeah.
But Kawhi would also be the 3 rings on 3 teams thing too.
Yeah, but it was crazy. If Kawhi won the bubble, he would have been like top 15 all time.
Yeah,
he would have even close. He would have been close to LeBron.
By the way, not to get too off topic, but I still to this day will never understand how the hell they lost that series to the Nuggets. They're up 15 in all 3 of the last games. Like in Game 7, they're up 15. It was like okay, I already know they're gonna blow this because they somehow blew it the last 2 games. It's like I didn't understand. Like,
and Paul George was so bad as Pandemic P, and then Kawhi was somehow bad in Game 7. That was the worst game he ever played in his life.
Yeah, that was awful.
I don't know how that happened, but
man, I really want to pick the Clippers like you, but I gotta stick to what I feel.
I mean, Jokic is just gonna dog. The thing is, Jokic is gonna dog them. Like they have no one to fuck with Jokic.
No.
It's gonna be like, so. I'm probably wrong, but yeah,
it's probably not even gonna be like he scores 30 points a game. It'll be like he scores like 15 and 20 assists because how he plays is gonna be
for sure.
Yeah. All right. So on the East, you got Celtics Bucks. Let's see if you stay to your preseason.
I'm staying to my preseason, bro. I got the Bucks beating them, bro. I feel like even though the Celtics have owned them, bro, like I feel like the Bucks are the only team that can beat the Celtics like that. Like I understand the Knicks have had good success against them. Obviously, the Heat are scary for them, but the rematch with Drew Holiday, it kind of like I'm really thinking about it. Like, damn, the Celtics usually do destroy them. The Bucks did win the last game. Obviously, that was without Giannis, but like. The Bucks have gotten it done before. Like I feel like Giannis, like you were talking about how that Tatum choke. Like I feel like if the Celtics were to see the Bucks, that's the only thing they would choke against because like that's the only like comp that Lillard went there. You feel me? Like it just I know Lillard will. Drew Holiday has done a good job on Lillard, like in the past too, in that playoff series with the Pelicans. But I feel like Lillard will get his. No one's guarding Giannis. It's gonna be tough for them, but they don't match up awful defensively with the Celtics. They might probably get torched by the Pacers more. They might give up more points to the Pacers than the Celtics, possibly.
Let's go through the matchups in the series. So you'd have Lillard on Drew, but Drew's choked in the playoffs before.
He's like.
Then you'd have Beasley. Well, would you go Beasley on Brown? I mean, he's gonna get
Middleton's gonna get torched, but the problem is Middleton's gonna get. They're probably gonna have Middleton on Brown.
Yeah,
and he's
gonna get Giannis on Tatum. Yeah, Giannis on Tatum.
That's just the way. Like I remember last year in the playoffs, Giannis said because he wasn't guarding Jimmy Butler, especially since he was injured. He was like, Giannis, you gotta know, and Giannis isn't a great one-on-one defender. It's a little, but there's no other choice other than you have to guard Tatum. I
mean, Giannis isn't a great one-on-one defender, but he's still a much better one-on-one defender than anybody else besides Beverly on that team.
Yeah, for sure. And then I don't know if Beverly starts to guard. I mean, there's Derek White, or you'll put Beasley on Derek White, or do you put Beasley, or do you put Patrick Beverly on Jalen? I don't know. What happened?
Such BS they got Derek White, man. That was
he's a steal.
What did they even give up for him? Was it? I think did they give up Romeo Langford like a couple?
I have no idea. Probably something like that. Yeah, I think so. But White's a really good defender. They always have good defense. And then on the other side, it's who's guarding Giannis?
Defensively for the Celtics, so this is not. Well, Drew's gonna give Lillard problems.
Yeah. I don't think anywhere else it's a good matchup for them, though.
I don't think it matchups defensively anywhere else. Listen, though, what I will say is if the Bucks win this is like Giannis having his 2018 LeBron run times 10. Because think this Celtics team is so insane. Like, if he beats this Celtics team, Giannis would move into my top, like right close to my top 10 of all time if he.
Yeah, I mean,
if he took him to the finals this year, he would move right there.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd have to figure something out defensively. Doc Rivers would really have to.
It's unlikely, but yeah, it's a big if. But like, I was kind of happy. I just feel like Giannis is the best player in the East for sure.
I respect it, man. Yeah, I'm taking Celtics over Knicks in 7. I think the Knicks give the Celtics a great series.
That's a fucking series, bro.
That would be a great series, but I think the Celtics do get it done. Listen, man, Knicks. See, Cavs fans don't understand Knicks fans, right? Because you live in New York too, so you understand like the way Knicks fans act on Twitter is exactly how they act in real life. They're a-holes, but they know their stuff. I will always respect.
I had to wear the Donovan Mitchell jersey and MVP, bro.
Hell yeah, yeah. No,
the Jazz one I got. Yeah.
Ultimately, I respect. I'm a Boston fan for other sports, so it was always tough for me growing up with the New York fans living here. But I do respect the New York fans' knowledge. Cleveland fans just don't understand because they're not in New York, so they just think like this is New York's Twitter fan base. No, this is like New York. This is how New York is in real life too. And people, they will get very annoying if they make the conference finals. Those people are going to be insane. But
that's the Cowboys, bro. It's bad.
Yeah, ultimately, I don't know, man. Brunson seems like the chosen one now. I think if we get to also this would definitely make a Julius Randle trade happen in the offseason if they got to the Celtics. Imagine if the Clippers bounce out early and they could somehow get Paul George and like throwing Julius Randle's contract out there and maybe the Clippers get somebody else.
Does Paul George ruin everything today?
If the Clippers go out early, maybe.
I don't know. I want to get Paul George if the Clippers go out early, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, but Paul George. The idea of Paul George.
Paul George should just go to. At that point, Paul George should just go to the fucking Wizards and drop 40 a game.
Yeah, the idea of Paul George is so amazing. Like this big wing who could just score at will, play defense. But
he used to be like that. Like
that's what I'm saying. You could call me
my
crazy.
eyes were not lying to me, bro.
You could call me crazy. My eyes don't lie to me. Indiana Paul George is still the best version of Paul George.
Yeah,
Indiana Paul George is still the best. I know he was crazy in the regular season in Oklahoma City, but he was so bad in those playoffs. I know he was hurt, but he was so bad. He was so bad.
I don't know, man.
Like losing. I'm sorry, but them losing that series to rookie Donovan Mitchell, I love Donovan Mitchell, but them losing. The Thunder, they lost to Donovan.
Oh yeah. That's when I was like, damn, Donovan Mitchell, nasty.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. I mean,
but yeah, for sure.
So I have a boring finals. You have a much more exciting finals than me. So let's get into your finals first.
What Celtics Nuggets boring? I mean, that's
it's just like two teams I don't care about. You know, like it's like as a basketball
fan, those are like the two best teams. That's what I think's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's the two best teams. It's just like those things have never. It's like watching Duke and Kansas. It's like okay, like it's nothing. Like as a basketball, a person who loves basketball, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, Nuggets Heat was the same thing last year, pretty much, right?
The Heat would have had the craziest run ever if they won the finals. So I was actually rooting pretty hard for the Heat.
Damn.
I don't know. Like it would be good basketball for sure. Like I watch every game, but like it's just I wouldn't have the same excitement as if it was Bucks Clippers. Dude, I'd be going so hard for the Clippers. Oh my god, I love the Clippers, man. I mean, I'll say I love another basketball team besides the Cavs because Cavs are my one and only team. I don't have a second favorite team, but dude, Harden, Westbrook, Kawhi, PG sometimes. I've loved and hated PG depending on the year, but those guys are just so likable for me. I know a lot of people hate them, but for me, they're so likable. Russ, is like one of my favorites. Period. That'd be so much fun.
So in my finals,
so who'd get home court in the finals? I think Clippers.
But the Clippers.
Let me look at
the Clippers. 100%.
How did they win? Did they win?
Clippers are in the 50s. The Bucks are.
Let's see. Did they get 50?
Yeah, they got 50.
Clippers got 51, yep, and the Bucks got 49. Yeah, so the Clippers would have home court advantage.
I'm still taking the Bucks. To Giannis to shit on them, bro. I like the Clippers, but I don't know who's fucking with Giannis. Like Kawhi used to be able to, but like
crazy. I think he'll be enough.
And then who's guarding Dame in that series? Like that's gonna be bad. Like that's gonna be bad for that's a bad matchup for the Clippers in my opinion. The Clippers I mean, I think the Bucks match up decently with the Clippers too. Like I feel like Giannis is gonna drop 40. Dame might drop 30, bro. Like I'm not against the Clippers. I mean, the Clippers, Kawhi. It depends. It depends on, if we're getting playoff Kawhi. That's the only way they have a chance, bro. Like Kawhi needs to. You feel me? Like, and then everyone else needs to play good too for sure. But like, I mean, the thing is, this is me thinking that Paul George and Harden aren't going to be that insane in the finals. So if they're all insane, then the Clippers can win it. If it's just Kawhi, then it's going to be a good matchup. Which, but I'm thinking,
so you have Doc Rivers winning a finals in 2024.
I can't. I'm not happy about it either. But I just think Giannis is getting it done, bro. Like I just when I said preseason Bucks, I mean Giannis and Lillard.
Listen, you're standing on business. You're standing on business. I respect it.
I just, bro, it's risky. We can easily dip first round. We can easily dip first round.
You've made compelling arguments for each series. Like they could definitely beat the Pacers, and then if they got the Heat, you never know. And then the Celtics, they have had success against in the past. I see your arguments. It's just I can't see it right now the way they're playing basketball.
No, it is like that. Like
it's all matchups in the playoffs at the end of the day, right? That's all the playoffs is matchups, which is why like I wouldn't feel that unconfident in a Cavs Celtics series because I think the Cavs match up well with the Celtics. You know, it's like it's weird in the playoffs how these. I mean, like for example, the Bucks in 2020, they were the best team in basketball that year.
Yeah.
But the Heat just shut down Giannis going to the paint, and Bledsoe was trash, and then everyone does.
I mean, the only thing about Giannis is like all this like. That boy cannot shoot a lick. Like it's bad with the free throws and like
it's a little bit better than it was.
It's a liability. It's a fucking liability, bro. Like he has a liability on his game, and he's still like, it's ridiculous. Like
it's weird. His mid range has gotten a lot better.
He's hit some shots, but like just the free throws are the bad part.
The free throws are so weird to me because he'll have games where it's like perfect, and then there's games where it goes like 7 to 15 for the free throw. It's like
well, there used to be games where they're perfect. But I feel like this season, like bro, he fucking in the finals he was nice. Right? In the finals he was nice from the free throw line, but fucking it's just like even the way he shoots, like if he was good at free throws, it would be fine. But like the fact that the free throws make it bad, bro. Like the free throws would make it.
Let's see what.
That's the only thing I don't love.
Damn, he only shot 66% this year.
It's
he started off the season well from the free throw.
It's bad, bro.
Damn.
But that's the only lid on his game, bro.
Damn, he shot 76% in
what I'm saying
in 2017. But he has changed his shot a lot over the years too.
I mean, his growth is crazy. I mean, he used to be a little boy, fucking.
Yeah.
His NBA training. He's been in the league for a while now. Since like 2014.
Mobley in a couple years, man. Mobley. I can't wait. I've seen the growth this year. I'm very excited for Mobley. I think next year he's an all-star for sure. I really feel it.
Yeah, he has potential for sure.
Yeah, his shots there too. Now I don't know if you've seen the highlights, but he's been making some work recently.
So.
All right, Nuggets.
Yeah.
First repeat champion since the Warriors. I think the Nuggets get it done in 6.
I would have the Nuggets against the Celtics too, 100%.
I don't know where the Celtics go from here if they lose this finals because they've been by far the best team in basketball this regular season. But I think the Nuggets match up well with them.
I mean, they just gave Drew the money, so they want him for the rest of his career, pretty much, like the long term. I mean, Drew looks like he might be in his prime, though. Like I don't.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do that much. So he's not even exerting that much energy, but like he's still very effective.
And I'm assuming your Finals MVP is Giannis.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going Jamal Murray Finals MVP.
I'm going Jokic.
Jamal Murray.
It's gonna be the same as last year. It's gonna be Jokic, but we won't go unnoticed to what Jamal Murray did. The Robin, he is, and he's more than Robin. Like, he's almost like at Jokic. Like
despite what Drew Holiday is defensively, I just have a feel Jamal Murray goes insane in the finals.
He's just be making crazy. He's smooth, man. I'm just thinking about him against the Lakers too. Yeah, I mean, he makes crazy ass shots against the Lakers. Like I said, and he does that a lot. Like he has that. He's very creative.
Yeah.
Like he.
Yeah, no, he's crazy.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
Those are all our picks, man. We back with it.
Yes, sir.
We set our MVPs, man. If you all know, we always did the episode, mid-season. Had to get one before the playoffs start. We'll aim for, we'll definitely be talking off camera, and I'll be reacting to the games, and he'll be doing what he be doing. But, maybe for sure, definitely after the season we can review something. And
no,
then
I think after the first round we gotta do.
Yeah. No, we can do. I was gonna say that too. I was like, and we can yeah, we can do after the first round. We can do round by round. We can do certain games for like a short amount of time. Maybe like a game just ends and react to it if we're free.
I mean,
stuff like that. We'll definitely be doing it. This is the final part of the NBA season, so after this we can be gone for a minute. So definitely want to go hard for it. This is the time where you get rewarded. Where honestly it's less work because there's less games, but it's more fun. So obviously we'd be busy with our other shit, but we can still definitely bang some shit out for y'all. So let me know what y'all want. It's fun. We love to do it. Just talk basketball. Obviously we're big fans and this was super fun as it always is.
Yeah, 2 hours probably.
It's like an hour and 40. Hell.
Yeah, it felt like it was like 20 minutes.
Yeah, and then an hour I was like, holy shit, this is getting long. And then I was like, all right, let me get back in again. I was like,
no, it's like it's so funny because like sometimes you're like looking at the clock, like if it's like right before a sports game or something, or maybe right before a sports game's ending for you and you're waiting for it to go final. It's just like those time, or like you're in class, the time feels like so, like 1 minute feels so long, and then here it's like I look at the clock, it's 10 o'clock, next time I look it's 10:13. It's like it's crazy. So I appreciate you. It's always fun.
Yeah, man, we're gonna run this one up for his channel again. I guess it'll be another episode of Full Court Trap. He does his pod thing, obviously a lot more too. Been chilling a little late, but he can get back consistent with it when he can. You feel me?
That's coming. More will be coming. So.
Yes, sir. And then obviously y'all know what I've been doing with the reactions, OD. So
make sure to sub to my guy over here.
Sir. I dropped my awards and playoff predictions today or yesterday. Depends when this video gets up. Not sure when you planning on doing it.
I'll get it up tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, but and then yeah, man, and then so playoffs start today when you air it, if you get enough today, and I'll be reacting to the play-in, and obviously we'll be talking about it, so you feel me? Hey, if you want to talk about us with it, he gonna be commenting on the reactions under my shit too, so whenever you guys wanna, so
check out those reactions. It's always entertaining, especially in the big games, especially in the close big moments. I always gotta check it out. Like I knew that Wemby one you were gonna go crazy for. I was like I got
that one was ridiculous, and that's the last time I've seen Wemby to say I'm gonna miss Wemby. Wemby was one of my favorite reacts.
I gotta see a lot of him in the future. He's gotta stay healthy, and then he must have played almost every game this year, right?
He's insane. Yeah, pretty much. He didn't really get into
I was really happy he played a lot, and then Chet didn't miss a game, which was shocking. I think that was one of the biggest shockers of the season, honestly. Chet played every single game. So
for sure.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, and then also when content runs out with NBA stuff, probably get a lot of this in the summer too, y'all. Some off season like they talk music, maybe they won't even, music, anything. NFL, they don't always got to be as long as this. Obviously it's a special occasion because the NBA playoffs are starting, so a lot to talk about. We did our full predictions and brackets pretty much, and talked a lot about it. It was kind of we'd be talking off camera obviously, but it was first time for a long period of time like this since the last one that we were able to talk NBA like this. So we're the best at talking NBA on the tube, you feel me? So that's how it is. I appreciate y'all's support. And then we definitely gonna get some shit on my channel soon also. I was happy doing a lot on my channel, so we're gonna get one on my channel. We're gonna do this one for this one for sure. Full court. It might always be full court, but we definitely gonna do some shit.
Yeah, for one of the game conversations, it's definitely
maybe we'll run some game conversations on my channel and shit like that. Maybe some quicker ones, and then obviously the long ones will go on the pod. You feel me? Shit like that. But we locked in obviously. So.
Yeah, funny story from today. I meant to tell you this when we were off camera, but actually kind of funny to tell you this on camera. So earlier, I'm coming back from school. Mm-hmm. And the thing that reminded me, I gotta text Fats to see when we were doing this. "Want Me Dead" by Quando and Youngboy came up on my playlist. I was like, Fats, I gotta text Fats.
That's lit as fuck. Yeah, bro. What you call it? We were saying that we might have some music reaction. Maybe re-listen to 3860 if we both really like that shit a lot.
Dude, that's a great project. We gotta do that. Yeah,
man. Music in 2024 is crazy. We had to talk about music. Maybe we'll do another one soon with like Drake and everything. Yeah. Everyone's saying it's fucking Drake against everyone. All I'm gonna say is everyone knows I'm a YBD rider. Fucking YB been versing everyone before that, but it's all good. I'm not gonna pay everything, but it's not like YB been 20v1 to everyone. Like, you feel me? But YB has nothing to do with this beef. I just think that YB the best rapper. But this is crazy. What's happening right now? It's crazy.
Most
it's
exciting time in hip hop in a while.
Yeah, I'm not. J. Cole really got me. I'm not like, wow. I don't know about that, J. Cole.
He's
I don't know
got
about that
he's
shit,
got
J.
to
Cole.
stick to hoops, man.
He's washed,
Yeah.
man. He's a little
I'm
washed.
sorry,
People are saying
I'm-
that for all my anime heads, people are saying like he's like forfeit. He got the catch development. No, this man is Kevin Durant, bro, going to the Warriors, bro. This man is Kevin Durant going to the Warriors, bro.
I mess with Cole, like,
I mess with Cole too, or I
but,
did,
like,
I did.
can't talk aggressive after that, man. That was rough.
Yeah, so we'll leave
I
the
mean,
show like that. Maybe next time
yeah.
we'll
Expand on that.
yeah, we definitely got to do a music one for sure. Just
Yeah.
not too much heat has been. That's the only thing that's. I mean, there's been some heat, but like
There's
like
been
for
a good
me,
amount of
NBA YoungBoy like last year dropped crazy. He hasn't dropped his album yet this year. The other
Yeah.
music has been like for me but like I don't know. This is probably like 2024 is probably for me rap wise like listening to. Like I haven't enjoyed rap as much as like these last couple of years. Like I feel like this year has
Future's been carrying a lot.
Future's album did really good. I didn't listen to it too much. The K Dot song was crazy. I think K Dot had
Did
the
you
best.
listen to the?
I think K Dot had the best disc, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, K-Dot went
Like
crazy.
I think
That verse is
song wise,
insane.
I think it was insane. The Drake shit
Yeah,
was pretty
that's
good,
probably
but
song of the year. Like that song's crazy.
yeah,
And I mean, for what it's worth, I'm not a big numbers guy, but I do think with a song like this, it doesn't sound like a hit. You know, it's not like it was a pop song. Like the fact that song's been number one for the longest for a rap song since Nice for What in 2018, like that's pretty impressive. So
yeah.
yeah,
That's crazy. I didn't know that, but
yeah. So anyway, wrap it up there. We'll talk more music next time. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my man Fats for stopping by. We are back on the grind on this channel. Expect some music reactions, sports talk comes soon. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.